In this video, I'm going to walk through how you can make the space replace spot, which was option 1. And I'm going to make the function, and then I'm going to show you how you could get it to work on the canvas. So I'm just starting with the pseudocode that I posted in Google Classroom. I made a placeholder variable to hold the return statement. So I'm going to make var sent, and I'm going to set it equals empty. Split up the string into an array. So I'm going to make a variable called string array, and that's going to be equal to a string dot split quotes. Now, I just want to remind you that what that does is it takes a string like hello, and it turns it into an array of H, E, L, L, O. Okay. If the command is space, now remember that they're going to give us a string and give us either space or they're going to give replace. So if command is space, oops, that needs to be in quotes. And I'm going to end of space. Okay, iterate over every character or element in the array. For var I equals 0, I less than the string array dot length I plus equals 1. Okay, so that's iterating over everything. If the character is a space, then add blank to the placeholder. So now inside of this, if the character, so the thing at location I in the string array, so string array bracket I, if it is space, then I want to take the sentence and add to it empty quotes. I want it to add nothing. For everything else, I want to add the character or element to the placeholder. So sent plus equals str array bracket I. So it's going to look at everything in the string array. If that thing, the element at location I of the string array, is space, then it's going to add blank. Otherwise, we're going to add whatever's in that location. I'm going to say end of for loop. Okay, that's space. If the command is replace. So then we have else if command is quotes replace. I'm going to add a end of replace. And what this one wants to do is look and see if it's an A and replace it. Now, I do want to not notice that for both of these methods, there are probably easier ways to do this, but this is the way I chose. So iterate over each character again. So for var, maybe I'll do J, 0, J less than, technically we could do I again. I equals 0, I less than string array dot length, I plus equals 1. If the character is an A, so if the str array bracket I is A, then we want to take the sentence and add an @ symbol. For everything else, we want to take the sentence and add whatever is at the location. And last but not least, we want to return the placeholder or the sentence. Now, I personally am going to test this just down here to see if it works. I'm going to do test1 equals, what did I call it? Space replace spot, and I'm going to give it today is Friday. Friday. And I'm going to give it space. Let's test that. Oh, I forgot the word var. Python brain. Today is Friday, it took them out. And var test2 equals space replace bot. And I'll just copy this actually. And I'm going to do replace. Console.log test2. That also worked. Okay, so now that I have my function, I am going to try and see if I can get it onto the canvas. And I think what I would love to do is have a placeholder variable as text on the canvas, start it as blank. If the user presses S, show a sentence without spaces. And if the user presses R, show the same sentence with ats instead of A. So we're going to have to make some text, and I want it to have a placeholder variable. So I'm going to make a variable that's going to say something like, I don't know, the words. And those words are going to start as empty, and I'm going to put them on this canvas. Words, I don't know, 100, 100. And then what I'm going to do is if key is pressed and key is S, I want to console.log, I want to do the space one. So I'm going to say that my words equal my space replace bot. I'm going to give it a sentence, I don't know. Today is Friday. Yay, weekend. And I'm going to say space. So now, if I come over here and I press S, it appears. No spaces. I could add an else if. Key is pressed and key equals R. And I could console.log replace and say that those words equal space replace bot. And I could do the same thing, same sentence, but this time add replace. So I have S, I have R, S, R. And if I wanted, I could say else, and I could either set the words equal to blank, or I could set the words equal to the sentence as it originally was. Kind of looks cool. It's like expanding and shrinking. Okay, let me know what questions you have.